What if I told you that the most powerful medicines on Earth aren't locked away in some pharmaceutical laboratory, but sitting right in your kitchen cabinet or growing in your backyard? What if the solution to your joint pain, your digestive troubles, your high blood sugar, and your weakening immune system has been hiding in plain sight for thousands of years? I'm talking about 10 natural powerhouses that ancient healers used to cure disease, extend life, and maintain vitality long before modern medicine existed. These aren't trendy superfoods that'll be forgotten next year. These are time-tested, science-backed, incredibly potent natural remedies that have healed billions of people across thousands of years. And the most exciting part? Every single one of them is affordable, accessible, and safe for daily use. Number 4 has been proven to fight inflammation as effectively as some prescription medications. Number 5 literally acts like nature's antibiotic, fighting infections that would have killed people a century ago. And that final tip at the end about how to combine these powerhouses for maximum benefit? That's information that could genuinely change your health trajectory starting today. Before we dive in, I need you to do something important right now. Hit that subscribe button and click the notification bell. This is Seniors Evergreen Wellness, and we're here every single week bringing you natural health information that actually works for people over 60. And smash that like button too. It helps us reach more seniors who desperately need this information. Every like could literally help save someone's life. All right, my friend, let's get into this. I'm going to introduce you to 10 natural powerhouses that deserve a permanent place in your daily health routine. We're going to talk about what each one does, how it works in your body, what the science says, and most importantly, how to use them safely and effectively. By the time we're done today, you're going to have a complete natural medicine cabinet that addresses almost every common health concern seniors face. And I promise you this, what you learn today could reduce your dependence on medications, help you feel dramatically better, and potentially add healthy, vibrant years to your life. Let's begin. Powerhouse number 1. Ginger, the digestive champion and pain reliever. Let me start with something you've probably seen 1,000 times but never fully appreciated. Ginger. That knobby beige root that shows up in Asian cooking and ginger ale. Most people think of ginger as a flavoring, maybe something that helps with a little upset stomach. But ginger is so much more powerful than that. Ginger has been used medicinally for over 5,000 years. Ancient Chinese healers prescribed it. Indian Ayurvedic practitioners built entire treatment protocols around it. Arabic traders valued it so highly they controlled the ginger trade routes for centuries. And modern science has now confirmed what ancient wisdom always knew. Ginger is a genuine powerhouse for health. The nausea miracle. Let's start with what ginger is most famous for, relieving nausea. And when I say it relieves nausea, I mean it works remarkably well for almost every type of nausea you can experience. Morning sickness? Multiple studies show that ginger is as effective as prescription anti-nausea medication for pregnant women, with 0 side effects. Motion sickness? Ginger outperforms Dramamine in some studies. Chemotherapy-induced nausea? Patients who took ginger alongside their chemo drugs experienced significantly less nausea and vomiting. Post-surgical nausea? Same thing, ginger helps. But here's what's remarkable. Ginger doesn't just mask the symptom, it actually addresses the root cause. Ginger contains compounds called gingerols and shogaols that work directly on your digestive tract and your nervous system to prevent the signals that trigger nausea. Think of it this way. When you feel nauseous, your stomach is sending distress signals to your brain through your vagus nerve. Your brain interprets these signals and creates that awful, queasy feeling. Ginger interrupts this communication. It calms your stomach, reduces the distress signals, and tells your brain, everything's okay down here. I know a woman named Patricia, 68 years old, who suffered from chronic nausea for years. She'd wake up feeling queasy. Certain foods would trigger it. Car rides made it worse. Her doctor couldn't find anything seriously wrong, so she just lived with it, taking over-the-counter nausea medication that made her drowsy. Then a friend told her about ginger tea. Patricia started drinking 1 cup of fresh ginger tea every morning on an empty stomach. Within 3 days, her morning nausea was gone. Within 2 weeks, she could eat foods that previously bothered her. Within a month, she could ride in the car without feeling sick. She stopped taking the medication entirely. Patricia told me, I can't believe something so simple worked when nothing else did. I'd been suffering for years, and the solution was sitting at the grocery store the whole time. The anti-inflammatory powerhouse. But ginger's benefits go far beyond nausea. Ginger is one of the most powerful anti-inflammatory substances in nature. And chronic inflammation, as we've discussed before, is at the root of almost every age-related disease. The active compound responsible for this is gingerol. When you consume ginger, gingerol enters your bloodstream and travels throughout your body, reducing inflammatory markers wherever it finds them. It works similarly to some non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs, NSAIDs, but without the dangerous side effects like stomach bleeding or increased heart attack risk. Studies on people with osteoarthritis show remarkable results. Participants who took ginger extract daily experienced significant reductions in knee pain and stiffness. Some were able to reduce their pain medication. Some stopped it entirely. Other research shows ginger reduces muscle soreness after exercise. If you've started exercising to stay healthy but find yourself achingly sore the next day, ginger can help. Taking ginger before or after exercise reduces that delayed onset muscle soreness by up to 25%. Let me tell you about Robert, a 72-year-old retired teacher. He loved working in his garden, but his knees had become so painful that he could barely kneel down anymore. Standing back up was agony. His doctor recommended knee replacement surgery eventually, but Robert wanted to try other options first. He started taking ginger in 2 forms, a half teaspoon of fresh grated ginger in his morning smoothie and a cup of ginger tea in the afternoon. He did this consistently for 6 weeks. The first 2 weeks, nothing changed. Robert was ready to quit, but he decided to give it the full 6 weeks he'd committed to. By week 4, he noticed that getting out of his car didn't hurt quite as much. By week 6, he was kneeling in his garden again, carefully but successfully. Robert still has arthritis. Ginger didn't cure it, but it reduced his pain enough that he could do the things he loves again. That's what matters. Blood sugar benefits. Here's something that surprised me when I first learned it. Ginger helps regulate blood sugar. Multiple studies show that taking ginger daily significantly lowers fasting blood sugar levels and improves long-term blood sugar control, measured by A1C levels, in people with type 2 diabetes. How? Ginger improves insulin sensitivity. It helps your cells respond better to insulin, so sugar moves out of your bloodstream and into your cells more efficiently. This means more stable energy throughout the day and less risk of the devastating complications of diabetes. How to use ginger. So how should you take ginger to get these benefits? You have several excellent options. Fresh ginger root. This is my favorite. Buy fresh ginger at any grocery store. Peel a piece about the size of your thumb. Grate it or chop it finely. Add it to hot water and let it steep for 10 minutes. That's fresh ginger tea. Drink 1 to 2 cups daily. You can also add grated fresh ginger to smoothies, stir-fries, soups, or salad dressings. A half teaspoon to 1 teaspoon of fresh ginger daily provides significant benefits. Ginger powder. If fresh isn't convenient, dried ginger powder works too. Look for organic ginger powder. Take a 1/4 teaspoon to 1 teaspoon daily. You can mix it into oatmeal, yogurt, or tea. Ginger supplements. Capsules are the most concentrated form. Look for supplements standardized to contain at least 5% gingerols. A typical dose is 250 to 500 milligrams twice daily. Always take with food to avoid stomach upset. Safety note. Ginger is very safe for most people, but it does thin the blood slightly. If you take blood thinners like warfarin, talk to your doctor before taking large amounts of ginger. If you're scheduled for surgery, stop taking ginger supplements at least 2 weeks before. Ginger is powerful, accessible, and has stood the test of time. It deserves a place in your daily routine. Powerhouse number 2. Mustard seed, the mineral-rich metabolism booster. Now let's talk about something most people completely overlook. Mustard seeds. These tiny seeds are nutritional powerhouses that pack a serious health punch in a very small package. Mustard seeds come in 3 varieties: yellow, the most common, brown, and black. All 3 are beneficial, though brown and black seeds are slightly more potent. These seeds have been used medicinally in traditional Indian and Chinese medicine for thousands of years. The mineral treasure. Mustard seeds are incredibly rich in essential minerals that many seniors are deficient in. Let me break down the key ones. Selenium. This is a trace mineral that most people don't get enough of, but it's absolutely crucial for health. Selenium is essential for thyroid function. Your thyroid needs selenium to produce hormones that regulate your metabolism. Selenium is also a powerful antioxidant that protects your cells from damage. 1 tablespoon of mustard seeds provides about 25% of your daily selenium needs. That's significant. Magnesium. This mineral is involved in over 300 biochemical reactions in your body. It regulates blood pressure, supports bone health, controls blood sugar, and calms your nervous system. Many seniors are magnesium deficient, which contributes to muscle cramps, poor sleep, anxiety, and irregular heartbeat. Mustard seeds provide a good amount of magnesium in a concentrated form. Phosphorus and calcium, both essential for bone health, especially important as we age and bone density naturally decreases. Iron, critical for preventing anemia and maintaining energy levels. The sulfur connection. Here's something fascinating about mustard seeds that most people don't know. They're rich in compounds called glucosinolates. When you chew or crush mustard seeds, these glucosinolates break down into sulfur-containing compounds. Why does this matter? Sulfur is essential for detoxification. Your liver uses sulfur to neutralize and eliminate toxins from your body. As we age and as we're exposed to more environmental toxins, pesticides, pollution, chemicals in food and water, our detoxification systems need support. Mustard seeds provide that sulfur your liver needs to do its job effectively. Metabolism and digestion. Mustard seeds boost your metabolism. They increase thermogenesis, which is your body's production of heat. When your body produces more heat, it burns more calories. It's a subtle effect, but over time, it can help with weight management. Mustard seeds also stimulate digestive enzyme production. Better digestion means you extract more nutrients from your food and experience less bloating, gas, and constipation. Anti-cancer properties. The glucosinolates in mustard seeds have been studied extensively for their anti-cancer properties. When broken down in your digestive tract, they form compounds called isothiocyanates that have been shown to inhibit the growth of cancer cells and even trigger cancer cell death in laboratory studies. Multiple population studies show that people who regularly consume foods rich in glucosinolates, mustard seeds, broccoli, cabbage, Brussels sprouts, have lower rates of certain cancers, particularly colon, bladder, and lung cancer. I'm not saying mustard seeds prevent cancer, but the evidence suggests they're protective. How to use mustard seeds. The key with mustard seeds is to crush or grind them before consuming. Whole seeds can pass through your digestive system undigested, and you'll miss out on their benefits. Mustard seed powder. Buy whole mustard seeds and grind them fresh in a coffee grinder or spice grinder. Add a half teaspoon to 1 teaspoon of this powder to salad dressings, soups, or smoothies daily. Prepared mustard. Regular yellow mustard contains ground mustard seeds. 1 tablespoon of quality mustard provides many of the same benefits. Choose mustards with minimal additives, just mustard seeds, vinegar, and maybe turmeric. Mustard seed tea. This is traditional in Ayurvedic medicine. Crush 1 teaspoon of mustard seeds lightly. Add to hot water and steep for 10 minutes. Strain and drink. It's pungent, but effective. Golden milk with mustard. Some people add a pinch of ground mustard seeds to golden milk, turmeric milk, for enhanced anti-inflammatory effects. Let me tell you about James, a 74-year-old man who'd been struggling with sluggish digestion and low energy for years. He'd wake up feeling tired. His digestion was slow. He'd feel uncomfortably full for hours after eating. He'd gained weight despite eating less because his metabolism had slowed to a crawl. His daughter, who studied nutrition, suggested he start adding ground mustard seeds to his daily routine. James was skeptical but agreed to try. He started mixing half a teaspoon of freshly ground mustard seeds into his morning smoothie. After 2 weeks, he noticed his digestion was moving faster. After a month, he had more energy throughout the day. After 3 months, he'd lost 8 pounds without trying, just from his metabolism working more efficiently. James said, "I never would have thought something so simple could make such a difference. I feel like myself again." Powerhouse number 3. Aloe Vera, the miracle plant for inside and out. Aloe Vera is often called the miracle plant, and once you understand everything it does, you'll see why that name fits perfectly. Most people know aloe for soothing sunburns, but that's barely scratching the surface of what this remarkable plant can do. The external healer. Let's start with what aloe does on the outside of your body. Aloe vera gel contains over 75 active compounds, including vitamins, minerals, enzymes, amino acids, and polysaccharides. When applied to skin, it creates an almost magical healing effect. For burns, aloe is extraordinary. It cools the burn immediately, reduces inflammation, prevents infection, and accelerates healing. Studies show that burns treated with aloe vera heal significantly faster than burns treated with conventional treatments. For cuts and wounds, aloe speeds healing and reduces scarring. The gel creates a protective barrier over the wound while delivering healing compounds directly to damaged tissue. For skin conditions like eczema and psoriasis, aloe reduces inflammation, relieves itching, and moisturizes dry, flaky skin. Some people with mild to moderate psoriasis have achieved significant improvement using aloe gel topically. For aging skin, aloe stimulates collagen production and improves skin elasticity. Regular use can reduce the appearance of fine lines and age spots. I keep an aloe vera plant in my kitchen specifically for minor burns and cuts. It's like having a first aid kit growing on my windowsill. The internal powerhouse. But here's where aloe vera gets really interesting. When you consume it internally, it becomes a powerful medicine for your digestive system and your entire body. Digestive health. Aloe vera juice is a natural laxative that works gently and effectively. It contains compounds called anthraquinones that stimulate bowel movements. For seniors dealing with chronic constipation, aloe vera juice can provide relief without the harsh effects of pharmaceutical laxatives. But aloe does more than just relieve constipation. It soothes the entire digestive tract. If you have acid reflux, gastritis, or irritable bowel syndrome, aloe vera juice can reduce inflammation in your stomach and intestines, promote healing of damaged tissue, and create a protective coating that prevents further irritation. People with ulcerative colitis and Crohn's disease have reported improvement when drinking aloe vera juice regularly. The anti-inflammatory compounds in aloe calm the excessive immune response that characterizes these conditions. Blood sugar regulation. This is one of aloe's most exciting benefits for seniors. Multiple studies show that taking aloe vera gel or juice daily significantly lowers fasting blood sugar and improves A1C levels in people with prediabetes and type 2 diabetes. In one study, people with type 2 diabetes who took aloe vera gel daily for 3 months saw their fasting blood sugar drop by an average of 46 milligrams per deciliter. That's a substantial improvement. How does it work? Aloe improves insulin sensitivity and slows the absorption of sugar from your digestive tract into your bloodstream. This creates more stable blood sugar levels throughout the day. Immune support. Aloe vera contains polysaccharides, particularly one called acamonin, that have powerful immune-stimulating properties. These polysaccharides activate your immune cells, making them more effective at identifying and destroying pathogens and cancer cells. Some research suggests aloe vera may help your body fight viral infections more effectively, including herpes viruses and influenza. Detoxification. Aloe vera supports liver function and helps your body eliminate toxins more efficiently. The gel acts like a gentle cleanse for your digestive system, binding to toxins and helping move them out of your body. How to use aloe vera. For external use, you have 2 options. Fresh aloe leaf. Buy fresh aloe leaves at health food stores or grow your own plant. Cut off a section, slice it open lengthwise, and scoop out the clear gel inside. Apply directly to burns, cuts, or skin. Store extra gel in the refrigerator for up to a week. Aloe gel products. Buy pure aloe vera gel with minimal additives. Check the ingredient list. Aloe should be the first ingredient, and there shouldn't be added colors, fragrances, or alcohol. For internal use. Aloe vera juice. This is the most common way to take aloe internally. Buy organic aloe vera juice from health food stores. Look for inner fillet aloe juice, which is made from just the gel, not the latex layer, which is a harsh laxative. Start with just 1 to 2 tablespoons daily mixed with water or juice. If you tolerate it well and want more benefit, you can increase to a 1/4 cup twice daily. Take it on an empty stomach for best absorption. Important safety information. Aloe vera is generally safe, but there are important cautions. The latex layer of aloe, the yellow substance just under the skin, is a powerful laxative that can cause cramping and diarrhea. Only use products made from the inner gel fillet. If you have diabetes and take blood sugar medication, monitor your blood sugar closely when starting aloe. It may lower your blood sugar, requiring medication adjustment. Pregnant women should not take aloe internally as it can stimulate uterine contractions. If you take any regular medications, check with your doctor before taking aloe juice regularly, as it can affect absorption of some drugs. Let me share Eleanor's story. She's 70, and she'd been dealing with chronic constipation and acid reflux for over a decade. She was taking prescription medication for the reflux and over-the-counter laxatives for constipation. Neither problem was fully controlled, and the medications caused side effects. Her naturopath suggested she try aloe vera juice. Eleanor started with 2 tablespoons every morning on an empty stomach. Within a week, her bowel movements became more regular. Within 2 weeks, her reflux episodes decreased significantly. After a month, she was able to stop her reflux medication under her doctor's supervision. She continued drinking aloe juice daily. 6 months later, her digestive system was working better than it had in years. No more constant heartburn. No more days of painful constipation. She told me, "I wish I'd known about this years ago. I could have avoided so much suffering." Powerhouse number 4. Turmeric, the golden healer with curcumin. If there's one natural remedy that's received more scientific attention in the past 2 decades than any other, it's turmeric. And for good reason. This bright yellow-orange spice contains a compound called curcumin that is one of the most powerful anti-inflammatory and antioxidant substances ever discovered. Turmeric has been used in Ayurvedic medicine for over 4,000 years. Ancient healers in India prescribed it for everything from wounds to digestive problems to joint pain. They called it the golden spice and considered it sacred. Modern science has now validated what ancient wisdom always knew. Turmeric is a genuine powerhouse for health. The inflammation fighter chronic inflammation is the root cause of most age-related diseases: heart disease, Alzheimer's, cancer, diabetes, arthritis. Your body's inflammatory response, which should only activate to fight infections and heal injuries, instead stays turned on all the time, slowly causing damage. Curcumin, the active compound in turmeric, is one of the most powerful natural anti-inflammatory agents ever studied. Multiple studies show it works as effectively as some anti-inflammatory drugs, but without the dangerous side effects. How does it work? Curcumin blocks NF-κB, a molecule that travels into the nuclei of your cells and turns on genes related to inflammation. NF-κB is believed to play a major role in many chronic diseases. By blocking it, curcumin reduces inflammation at a genetic level. Arthritis relief. The evidence for turmeric in arthritis is particularly strong. Multiple studies show that people with osteoarthritis or rheumatoid arthritis who take curcumin supplements experience significant reductions in pain and improved mobility. In one study comparing curcumin to ibuprofen for knee osteoarthritis, curcumin was just as effective at reducing pain but without the gastrointestinal side effects common with NSAIDs. Let me tell you about Margaret, 73, who'd been living with rheumatoid arthritis for 15 years. Her hands were so stiff and painful in the mornings that she couldn't open jars or button her shirts. She was taking prescription anti-inflammatory medication, but it only helped so much. Her rheumatologist, who was open to complementary approaches, suggested she try adding curcumin to her treatment. Margaret started taking 500 milligrams of curcumin twice daily, in a form enhanced with black pepper extract for better absorption. After 6 weeks, she noticed her morning stiffness wasn't quite as severe. After 3 months, she could do things with her hands that had been impossible before. After 6 months, her rheumatologist was able to reduce one of her medications because her symptoms were so much better controlled. Margaret still has arthritis. Turmeric didn't cure it, but it gave her back functionality and reduced her pain significantly. That's life-changing. Brain health. Here's something exciting. Curcumin crosses the blood-brain barrier, which means it can directly enter your brain and provide benefits there. Research shows curcumin may help prevent and possibly even slow the progression of Alzheimer's disease. How? By reducing inflammation in the brain, clearing amyloid plaques, the protein tangles associated with Alzheimer's, and increasing levels of brain-derived neurotrophic factor, BDNF, a growth hormone that helps brain cells survive and thrive. Population studies show that elderly people in India, where turmeric is consumed daily in large amounts, have some of the lowest rates of Alzheimer's disease in the world. This doesn't prove turmeric prevents Alzheimer's, but it's suggestive. Curcumin also shows promise for depression. Several studies indicate it's as effective as some antidepressant medications for mild to moderate depression, likely by increasing BDNF and balancing neurotransmitters. Heart health curcumin benefits your heart in multiple ways. It improves the function of the endothelium, which is the lining of your blood vessels. Endothelial dysfunction is a major driver of heart disease. By improving endothelial function, curcumin helps regulate blood pressure, blood clotting, and other factors related to heart health. Curcumin also reduces oxidation of LDL cholesterol, which is what makes cholesterol dangerous in the first place. In studies of people undergoing coronary artery bypass surgery, those who took curcumin before and after surgery had a 65% decreased risk of heart attack during their hospital stay. That's a massive reduction. Cancer prevention. The research on curcumin and cancer is extensive. Laboratory studies show that curcumin can affect cancer growth, development, and spread at the molecular level. It appears to contribute to the death of cancerous cells and reduce angiogenesis, growth of new blood vessels in tumors, and metastasis, spread of cancer. Studies suggest curcumin may be particularly effective against digestive system cancers, including colorectal cancer. Again, curcumin is not a cancer cure, but the evidence suggests it's protective and may help prevent cancer or slow its progression when used alongside conventional treatment. How to use turmeric. Here's the challenge with turmeric. Curcumin is poorly absorbed by your body. You can consume turmeric, but very little curcumin actually makes it into your bloodstream. Fortunately, there are ways around this. The black pepper solution, piperine, a compound in black pepper, increases the absorption of curcumin by 2,000%. Yes, 2,000%. Always consume turmeric with black pepper. The fat solution. Curcumin is fat-soluble, meaning it absorbs better when consumed with fat. Add turmeric to dishes that contain healthy fats like olive oil, coconut oil, or avocado. Turmeric in cooking. Add turmeric powder to soups, stews, rice dishes, scrambled eggs, or smoothies. Use 1 to 2 teaspoons daily. Always add a pinch of black pepper. Golden milk. This is a traditional Ayurvedic drink. Heat 1 cup of milk, dairy or non-dairy. Add 1 teaspoon turmeric powder, a pinch of black pepper, a pinch of cinnamon, and a teaspoon of honey. Drink before bed. It's soothing, anti-inflammatory, and helps with sleep. Curcumin supplements. For therapeutic doses, supplements are most effective. Look for products that contain piperine or are labeled enhanced absorption, or bioavailable curcumin. A typical therapeutic dose is 500 to 1,000 milligrams of curcumin daily, taken with food. Some people take up to 2,000 milligrams daily under medical supervision. Safety. Turmeric is very safe, but high-dose curcumin supplements can thin the blood. If you take blood thinners or are scheduled for surgery, consult your doctor. Turmeric can also stimulate the gallbladder, so people with gallstones should be cautious. Turmeric is perhaps the single most well-researched natural anti-inflammatory on Earth. The evidence is overwhelming. If you're not using turmeric regularly, you're missing out on one of nature's most powerful medicines. Powerhouse number 5. Garlic, nature's antibiotic and heart protector. Garlic has been called nature's antibiotic, and that description is well-deserved. This pungent bulb has been used medicinally for over 7,000 years. Ancient Egyptians gave it to slaves building the pyramids to increase their strength and endurance. Greek athletes ate it before Olympic competitions. Roman soldiers consumed it before battle. And modern science has discovered that garlic is one of the most medicinally potent foods on the planet. The antimicrobial powerhouse. When you crush or chew fresh garlic, an enzyme converts a compound called allicin into allicin. Allicin is responsible for garlic's distinctive smell and most of its medicinal properties. And allicin is a powerful antimicrobial agent. Studies show that garlic kills or inhibits a wide range of bacteria, viruses, fungi, and parasites. It's effective against antibiotic-resistant bacteria like MRSA. It inhibits viruses, including influenza and common cold viruses. It kills Candida yeast infections. It's genuinely remarkable. During the World Wars, when antibiotics weren't available, garlic was used to prevent wound infections. Doctors would apply crushed garlic directly to wounds, and it worked. For everyday health, regular garlic consumption can help prevent and shorten colds and flu. One study found that people who took garlic supplements daily had 63% fewer colds than people who took a placebo, and when they did get sick, they recovered faster. Heart health. Hero Garlic's benefits for heart health are well established. Let me break down exactly what it does. Lowers blood pressure. Multiple studies show that garlic supplementation significantly reduces blood pressure in people with hypertension. In some studies, the reduction was comparable to standard blood pressure medications. Aged garlic extract appears particularly effective. Reduces cholesterol. Garlic lowers total cholesterol and LDL, bad. Cholesterol while slightly raising HDL, good cholesterol. The effect is modest but meaningful, typically a 10 to 15% reduction in total cholesterol. Prevents plaque buildup. Garlic slows the accumulation of calcium and plaque in your arteries. One 4-year study found that people taking aged garlic extract showed a significant slowing of plaque buildup compared to placebo. Blood thinner. Garlic has mild anticoagulant effects, making blood less likely to form dangerous clots. This reduces stroke and heart attack risk. Let me tell you about William, 69, whose doctor told him his blood pressure and cholesterol were creeping into concerning territory. His doctor wanted to start him on medication, but William asked for 3 months to try lifestyle changes first. William started exercising, cleaned up his diet, and began eating 2 cloves of fresh garlic daily, 1 in the morning, 1 in the evening, crushed and mixed into food. 3 months later, his total cholesterol had dropped 32 points. His blood pressure went from 148/92 to 132/84. His doctor was impressed enough to give him another 3 months before considering medication. William kept up his regimen. 6 months later, both his cholesterol and blood pressure were in healthy ranges. He's been medication-free for 3 years now and credits garlic as a key part of his success. Cancer protection population studies consistently show that people who consume high amounts of garlic have lower rates of certain cancers, particularly stomach and colorectal cancer. Laboratory studies show that garlic compounds inhibit cancer cell growth and induce cancer cell death. They also reduce the formation of cancer-causing compounds in the body. The evidence is strong enough that the National Cancer Institute acknowledges garlic as one of several vegetables with potential cancer-protective properties. Blood sugar and metabolism. Garlic improves insulin sensitivity and helps regulate blood sugar levels. Some studies show it reduces fasting blood sugar in people with type 2 diabetes. Garlic also supports liver function and may help with weight management by affecting fat metabolism. How to use garlic. For maximum benefit, fresh raw garlic is best. Here's why and how. The crushing secret: crushing or chopping garlic and letting it sit for 10 minutes before cooking or consuming activates the enzyme that produces allicin. If you cook garlic immediately without crushing it first, you lose much of the medicinal benefit. Raw versus cooked. Raw garlic is most potent, but cooked garlic still provides benefits. If raw garlic is too harsh for you, lightly cooking it is fine. How much? For general health, 1 to 2 fresh garlic cloves daily is beneficial. For therapeutic purposes, some people consume up to 4 cloves daily. How to eat it? Crush or finely mince garlic. Mix it into salad dressings, hummus, guacamole, or spread it on toast with olive oil. Some people swallow crushed garlic with water like a pill to avoid the taste. Garlic supplements. Aged garlic extract is the most studied form. Look for supplements standardized to contain allicin or alliin. A typical dose is 600 to 1,200 milligrams daily. Reducing garlic breath. Chew fresh parsley, mint, or fennel seeds after eating garlic. Drink milk. These help neutralize the odor. Safety. Garlic is very safe, but it does thin the blood. If you're on blood thinners or having surgery soon, talk to your doctor about garlic consumption. Some people experience heartburn or upset stomach from raw garlic. If this happens, reduce the amount or switch to cooked garlic or supplements. Garlic is powerful, affordable, and available everywhere. There's no excuse not to include it in your daily routine. Quick engagement pause. Hey, let me pause here for just a moment. If you're learning things today that you didn't know before, if this information is valuable to you, do me a huge favor. Hit that like button right now. It takes 1 second and it helps us reach more seniors who need this information. And drop a comment below telling me, which of these powerhouses are you already using? Which one are you most excited to try? I read every comment and I love hearing from you. All right, let's keep going because the next 5 are just as powerful. Powerhouse number 6, cinnamon, the blood sugar stabilizer. Cinnamon is one of those spices that most people have in their kitchen but drastically underestimate. It's not just for making things taste good. Cinnamon is a metabolic powerhouse with specific, potent effects on blood sugar regulation. There are 2 main types of cinnamon: Ceylon cinnamon, true cinnamon, and cassia cinnamon, the most common type sold in stores. Both have benefits, but Ceylon is considered superior and safer for long-term use because it contains much less coumarin, a compound that can be harmful to the liver in large amounts. The blood sugar miracle cinnamon's most impressive and well-studied benefit is its ability to lower blood sugar and improve insulin sensitivity. Multiple studies show that cinnamon significantly reduces fasting blood sugar in people with type 2 diabetes and prediabetes. How does it work? Cinnamon contains compounds that mimic insulin and increase the uptake of glucose into cells. It also slows the breakdown of carbohydrates in your digestive tract, which prevents blood sugar spikes after meals. In one study, people with type 2 diabetes who took cinnamon daily saw their fasting blood sugar drop by 18 to 29%. That's a substantial improvement. In another study, cinnamon reduced A1C levels, long-term blood sugar control, by 0.36% to 0.83%. That might not sound like much, but in diabetes management, even small improvements in A1C significantly reduce the risk of complications. Let me tell you about Diane, a 66-year-old woman who'd been pre-diabetic for 3 years. Her fasting blood sugar hovered around 115 to 120, and her doctor warned her that she was on track to develop full diabetes if she didn't make changes. Diane started walking every day, cut back on sugar and refined carbs, and began adding 1 teaspoon of Ceylon cinnamon to her morning oatmeal and afternoon tea. She did this consistently for 3 months. When she went back for her checkup, her fasting blood sugar was 97. Her doctor was thrilled. Diane continued her routine, and a year later, her blood sugar remains in the normal range. She's no longer pre-diabetic. Was it just the cinnamon? No, it was the combination of exercise, diet, and cinnamon. But cinnamon was a key player. Heart health. Cinnamon benefits your heart in several ways. It reduces total cholesterol, LDL, bad, cholesterol, and triglycerides while maintaining or slightly increasing HDL, good cholesterol. It lowers blood pressure moderately, particularly in people with type 2 diabetes. It reduces inflammation and oxidative stress, both of which contribute to heart disease. Antimicrobial properties. Cinnamon has powerful antibacterial and antifungal properties. Cinnamaldehyde, the main active compound, fights various bacterial and fungal infections. Some people use cinnamon essential oil, diluted, topically to treat fungal skin infections. Cinnamon tea is sometimes used to fight oral bacteria and freshen breath. Brain health. Preliminary research suggests cinnamon may protect against neurodegenerative diseases like Alzheimer's and Parkinson's. Compounds in cinnamon appear to inhibit the buildup of tau protein in the brain, which is a hallmark of Alzheimer's disease. More research is needed, but the initial findings are promising. How to use cinnamon for blood sugar control. Take half a teaspoon to 1 teaspoon of cinnamon daily. Sprinkle it on oatmeal, yogurt, or fruit. Add it to coffee or tea. Mix it into smoothies. Cinnamon tea. Add 1 cinnamon stick or half a teaspoon of powder to hot water. Let it steep for 10 minutes. Drink before meals to help control blood sugar spikes. Cinnamon supplements. If you don't like the taste or want precise dosing, look for Ceylon cinnamon supplements. A typical dose is 500 to 1,000 milligrams twice daily. Golden milk. Combine cinnamon with turmeric in warm milk for a powerful anti-inflammatory and blood sugar stabilizing bedtime drink. Important safety note. Cassia cinnamon contains coumarin, which can damage the liver if consumed in large amounts over long periods. If you're taking high doses of cinnamon daily, more than 1 teaspoon, use Ceylon cinnamon, which has minimal coumarin. If you're on diabetes medication, monitor your blood sugar closely when starting cinnamon, as it may lower your blood sugar enough to require medication adjustment. Cinnamon is simple, accessible, and powerfully effective for blood sugar control. If you're struggling with prediabetes or type 2 diabetes, cinnamon deserves a place in your daily routine. Powerhouse number 7. Honey, the sweet medicine. Honey is often dismissed as just another sweetener, but that's like calling the ocean just water. Real raw honey is a complex medicinal substance that humans have used for healing for over 8,000 years. Not all honey is created equal. Most commercial honey has been heavily processed, heated, and filtered, stripping away many of its beneficial compounds. For medicinal purposes, you want raw, unfiltered honey, preferably from local bees if possible. The antibacterial Powerhouse honey is one of the most potent natural antibacterial substances known. It's been used to treat infections for thousands of years, and modern medicine has rediscovered its power. Honey fights bacteria through several mechanisms. It creates an acidic environment that bacteria can't survive in. It has low water activity, which dehydrates bacterial cells. It produces hydrogen peroxide when diluted, which kills bacteria. It contains unique antibacterial compounds, particularly in manuka honey, which comes from bees that pollinate the manuka tree in New Zealand. Medical-grade honey is now used in hospitals to treat wounds, burns, and diabetic ulcers that haven't responded to conventional treatment. It works when antibiotics fail. Cough and sore throat relief. Multiple studies show that honey is as effective as over-the-counter cough suppressants, and it's safer, especially for children. Honey coats and soothes the throat, reducing irritation. It also has mild antimicrobial effects that help fight the infection causing the cough. For sore throats, honey mixed with lemon in warm water or tea provides immediate relief. I can't tell you how many seniors have told me they keep honey by their bedside during winter for nighttime coughs. A spoonful of honey before bed stops the coughing and helps them sleep. Energy source. Honey is primarily composed of simple sugars, glucose and fructose, that are quickly absorbed and provide rapid energy. Unlike refined sugar, honey also contains small amounts of vitamins, minerals, enzymes, and antioxidants. Athletes sometimes use honey as a natural energy boost before or during exercise. For seniors who need a quick energy lift, a spoonful of honey is healthier than candy or sugary snacks. Antioxidant Power Raw honey, particularly darker varieties, is rich in antioxidants, including phenolic compounds and flavonoids. These antioxidants protect your cells from damage and reduce inflammation. Some studies show that consuming honey daily increases antioxidant levels in the blood. Digestive health. Honey has prebiotic properties, meaning it feeds beneficial gut bacteria. It also has mild laxative effects and can help with constipation when taken regularly. For people with ulcers or gastritis, honey soothes the stomach lining and may help healing. Wound healing. Applied topically, honey speeds wound healing, prevents infection, and reduces scarring. Some people keep a jar of medical-grade honey, like manuka honey, for treating minor cuts, burns, and scrapes. How to use honey. For coughs and sore throats, take 1 tablespoon of raw honey straight or mixed into warm water or tea. You can do this multiple times daily as needed. For energy, 1 tablespoon provides a quick, natural energy boost without the crash that comes from refined sugar. For general health, 1 to 2 tablespoons of raw honey daily provides antioxidant and antibacterial benefits. Honey ginger tea. Combine honey with fresh ginger for a powerful immune-boosting anti-inflammatory drink. Honey turmeric paste. Mix raw honey with turmeric powder to create a paste called golden honey. Take a teaspoon daily for potent anti-inflammatory effects. For wounds, apply medical-grade honey. Monica with a UMF rating of 10+ is ideal, directly to clean wounds and cover with a bandage. Important notes: never give honey to infants under 1 year old, as it can contain spores that cause botulism in babies. Honey is high in sugar and calories. People with diabetes should use it sparingly and monitor blood sugar. For medicinal purposes, raw, unfiltered honey is far superior to processed honey. Honey is nature's sweet medicine, delicious and healing at the same time. Powerhouse number 8. Moringa, the miracle tree. Moringa oleifera, often called the miracle tree or tree of life, is one of the most nutrient-dense plants on Earth. Every part of the tree is edible and medicinal: the leaves, pods, seeds, flowers, and roots. Moringa has been used in traditional medicine in India, Africa, and Southeast Asia for thousands of years. And modern nutritional analysis shows why. Moringa is extraordinarily rich in vitamins, minerals, protein, and bioactive compounds. Nutrient density gram. For gram, moringa leaves contain 7 times more vitamin C than oranges, 4 times more vitamin A than carrots, 4 times more calcium than milk, 3 times more potassium than bananas, 2 times more protein than yogurt, significant amounts of iron, magnesium, phosphorus, and zinc. For seniors who struggle with nutrient deficiencies or poor appetite, moringa is like a multivitamin that grows on a tree. Antibiotic and antimicrobial properties. Moringa contains compounds with powerful antimicrobial activity against a wide range of bacteria, fungi, and parasites. Extracts of moringa have been shown to kill or inhibit harmful organisms, including E. coli, Salmonella, and Staphylococcus. In traditional medicine, moringa has been used to treat infections, purify water, and prevent disease. Revitalizing body tissues. The combination of nutrients in moringa supports tissue repair and regeneration. The high protein content provides the building blocks for new cells. The vitamins and minerals support the enzymes and processes involved in healing. People recovering from illness or surgery sometimes use Moringa to speed recovery. The elderly use it to maintain muscle mass and strength. Anti-inflammatory and antioxidant Moringa contains isothiocyanates, quercetin, and chlorogenic acid, all powerful antioxidants that fight inflammation and oxidative stress. Some studies show Moringa reduces inflammatory markers in the blood and protects against oxidative damage. Blood sugar control. Several studies indicate that Moringa leaf powder helps lower blood sugar levels. In one small study, adding Moringa to a meal reduced the post-meal blood sugar spike by 21%. The mechanism isn't fully understood, but Moringa appears to improve insulin sensitivity and slow carbohydrate absorption. Cholesterol reduction animal studies and some human studies show that Moringa reduces total cholesterol and LDL cholesterol while improving HDL cholesterol. The effects are similar to some cholesterol-lowering drugs. How to use Moringa powder. This is the most common form. Moringa leaves are dried and ground into a fine green powder. Add half a teaspoon to 1 teaspoon to smoothies, juice, yogurt, or oatmeal. Start with a small amount as Moringa has a strong, earthy taste. Moringa tea. Moringa leaves can be steeped like tea. The flavor is mild and slightly earthy. Drink 1 to 2 cups daily. Moringa capsules. If you don't like the taste, capsules are convenient. Follow the dosage on the label, typically 500 to 1,000 milligrams daily. Fresh Moringa leaves. If you live in a warm climate, you can grow your own Moringa tree. The leaves can be added to salads, soups, or stir-fries like any leafy green. Let me tell you about Joseph, a 71-year-old man who'd been feeling run down for months. He had no energy. He'd lost weight unintentionally. He felt weak. His doctor ran tests but couldn't find anything seriously wrong. He was just depleted. A friend from Kenya told him about Moringa and how it's used in Africa to combat malnutrition and restore vitality. Joseph ordered Moringa powder and started adding 1 teaspoon to his morning smoothie. After 2 weeks, he noticed his energy was better. After a month, he'd gained back 3 pounds of healthy weight. After 2 months, he felt like a different person, stronger, more energetic, more engaged with life. Joseph said, "I don't know if it was nutritional deficiencies or what, but Moringa brought me back to life." Safety. Moringa is generally very safe, but very large amounts may have laxative effects. Start with small amounts and increase gradually. Pregnant women should avoid Moringa root and bark, though the leaves are considered safe. Moringa is a true superfood, densely packed with nutrients that many seniors need. Powerhouse number 9. Cayenne pepper, the metabolism, booster and pain reliever. Cayenne pepper is that fiery red powder that makes food spicy. Most people use it for flavor, but cayenne is a powerful medicine that's been used for thousands of years. The active compound in cayenne is capsaicin, which is responsible for both the heat and most of the medicinal properties, metabolism and weight management. Capsaicin increases thermogenesis, your body's production of heat. When your body produces more heat, it burns more calories. The effect is modest, but over time it adds up. Studies show that consuming cayenne pepper increases metabolic rate by about 5% and increases fat burning by up to 16%. For someone trying to lose weight or prevent weight gain, see, this can be meaningful. Cayenne also reduces appetite. People who consume cayenne with meals report feeling fuller and eating less at subsequent meals. Pain relief. This might seem contradictory. How can something that causes a burning sensation relieve pain? But capsaicin is one of the most effective natural pain relievers available. When applied topically, capsaicin depletes substance P, a neurotransmitter that sends pain signals to your brain. Without substance P, the pain signal doesn't get through. Capsaicin creams are FDA approved for treating arthritis pain, nerve pain, and muscle pain. They're remarkably effective for many people. For internal pain, particularly digestive pain, cayenne might seem like the last thing you'd want to consume. But actually, cayenne stimulates protective mucus production in the stomach and can help heal ulcers. Heart health cayenne improves circulation by causing blood vessels to dilate. Better circulation means lower blood pressure and reduced risk of blood clots. Some studies show cayenne reduces cholesterol and prevents the oxidation of LDL cholesterol. Traditional herbalists have used cayenne to stop heart attacks. There's a famous protocol where cayenne pepper tincture is given to someone experiencing a heart attack. While I would never suggest using cayenne instead of calling 911, there is some evidence that cayenne can help stabilize the heart during a cardiac event. Digestive health, contrary to popular belief, cayenne doesn't cause ulcers. It actually protects the stomach lining and aids digestion by stimulating digestive enzyme production. Cayenne can relieve gas, bloating, and indigestion for many people. How to use cayenne in food. Add a pinch of cayenne to soups, stews, eggs, or any savory dish. Start small. Cayenne is hot. You can gradually increase the amount as you build tolerance. Cayenne tea. Add a quarter teaspoon of cayenne to hot water with lemon and honey. This is a powerful morning tonic that boosts metabolism and circulation. It's hot, but many people swear by it. Capsules. If you can't handle the heat, cayenne capsules provide the benefits without the burning sensation. A typical dose is 500 to 1,000 milligrams with meals. Topical creams. For pain relief, buy capsaicin cream, usually 0.02, 5% to 0.07, 5% capsaicin. Apply to painful areas 3 to 4 times daily. It may burn initially, but this decreases with continued use. Safety. Start with very small amounts. Too much cayenne can cause stomach upset or heartburn in some people. Always wash your hands thoroughly after handling cayenne. Don't touch your eyes or face. If you have gastritis or active ulcers, talk to your doctor before consuming cayenne internally. Capsaicin cream can cause burning. This is normal and decreases over time. Don't apply to broken skin. Powerhouse number 10. Cloves. The antioxidant champion and oral health hero. Cloves are those small, dark brown, nail-shaped spice buds that pack an incredible punch of flavor and medicine into a tiny package. They come from the flower buds of the clove tree, which is native to Indonesia. Antioxidant powerhouse. This might surprise you. Cloves have the highest antioxidant content of any spice and more antioxidants than most fruits and vegetables. When measured by ORAC value, a measurement of antioxidant capacity, cloves score higher than blueberries, dark chocolate, or any other food commonly touted as an antioxidant superfood. The main antioxidant compound in cloves is eugenol, which also gives cloves their characteristic smell and flavor. Why do antioxidants matter? They neutralize free radicals, which are unstable molecules that cause cellular damage. Free radical damage contributes to aging, cancer, heart disease, and neurological decline. By consuming cloves regularly, you're providing your body with powerful protection against this damage. Oral health cloves have been used for dental pain for centuries, and modern dentistry still uses eugenol in temporary fillings and as a mild anesthetic. Clove oil is one of the most effective natural remedies for toothaches. It numbs pain and fights the bacterial infection often causing the pain. Cloves also fight bacteria that cause cavities and gum disease. Some natural toothpastes include clove oil for this reason. For bad breath, chewing a whole clove freshens breath by killing odor-causing bacteria. Let me tell you about Harold, 68, who woke up one Saturday with severe tooth pain. His dentist's office was closed until Monday. Harold was in agony. His wife remembered reading about clove oil for toothaches. She ran to the store, bought clove essential oil, and Harold applied 1 drop to a cotton ball and held it against the painful tooth. Within 5 minutes, the pain subsided significantly. It didn't cure the underlying problem. He still needed to see the dentist Monday, but it got him through the weekend comfortably. Anti-inflammatory and pain relief. Eugenol has potent anti-inflammatory properties. Some studies show it's as effective as ibuprofen for reducing inflammation. Clove oil is sometimes used topically for muscle pain and arthritis. The combination of anti-inflammatory effects and mild numbing provides relief. Antimicrobial properties. Cloves fight bacteria, viruses, and fungi. Clove oil has been shown to kill harmful bacteria like E. coli and Staphylococcus. It also inhibits the growth of Candida yeast. In traditional medicine, cloves have been used to treat infections and prevent food poisoning, which is why cloves were used historically as a food preservative. Digestive support cloves stimulate digestive enzyme production and reduce gas and bloating. In traditional Chinese and Ayurvedic medicine, cloves are used to treat nausea, vomiting, and indigestion. Blood sugar regulation. Some research suggests cloves help improve insulin sensitivity and lower blood sugar. The evidence is preliminary but promising. How to use cloves. Whole cloves. Add a few whole cloves to rice dishes, stews, or chai tea. After cooking, you can remove them or eat them. They're very strong. Ground cloves. Sprinkle ground cloves on oatmeal, in baking, or in spice blends. A little goes a long way. Cloves are potent. Clove tea. Steep 3 to 4 whole cloves in hot water for 10 minutes. This makes a warming, spicy tea good for digestion. For toothache, apply 1 drop of clove essential oil to a cotton ball and hold against the painful tooth. Or chew a whole clove near the painful area, but don't swallow the clove. The oil can upset your stomach in large amounts. Clove capsules. Some supplements contain clove extract. Follow label directions. Safety. Clove essential oil is very concentrated. Never swallow it straight. It can be toxic. Always dilute it or use it topically. Large amounts of ground cloves can be irritating to the stomach. If you're on blood thinners, be cautious with high doses of cloves as they have mild anticoagulant effects. How to combine these powerhouses for maximum benefit. Now that you know about all 10 powerhouses, let me share the secret to getting maximum benefit. Strategic combination. These natural remedies work synergistically, meaning they enhance each other's effects when used together. Here are some powerful combinations. The anti-inflammatory trio. Turmeric plus ginger plus black pepper. Make a daily tea or golden milk with these 3. The curcumin and turmeric, gingerols and ginger, and piperine and black pepper work together to powerfully reduce inflammation throughout your body. This combination is particularly good for arthritis and joint pain. The blood sugar stabilizer, cinnamon plus aloe vera plus moringa. Take cinnamon and moringa in the morning. Drink aloe vera juice before meals. This combination helps regulate blood sugar throughout the day. It's excellent for prediabetes and type 2 diabetes. The heart health stack, garlic plus cayenne plus turmeric. Consume fresh garlic daily, add cayenne to meals, and take turmeric. This combination supports heart health from multiple angles, reducing blood pressure, improving cholesterol, preventing plaque buildup, and enhancing circulation. The immune booster, honey plus ginger plus garlic plus cloves. During cold and flu season, make a tea with fresh ginger, crushed garlic, a few cloves, and honey. This is a powerful antimicrobial, antiviral combination that strengthens immunity and fights infections. The digestive healer, ginger plus aloe vera plus cloves. For digestive issues, combine ginger tea with aloe vera juice and a pinch of ground cloves. This soothes inflammation, promotes healing, and improves digestion. The pain relief combo, turmeric plus ginger plus cayenne, topical. For internal pain and inflammation, take turmeric and ginger. For localized pain, joints, muscles, use cayenne cream topically. Your 30-day Powerhouse plan. Let me give you a simple plan to incorporate these powerhouses into your daily routine. Week 1. Start simple. Add 1 teaspoon of turmeric and a pinch of black pepper to your daily routine, in food or as tea. Eat 1 clove of fresh garlic daily. Add half a teaspoon of cinnamon to your breakfast. Week 2. Add anti-inflammatories, continue. Week 1 habits. Add fresh ginger tea or grated ginger to 1 meal daily. Take 1 tablespoon of raw honey daily. Week 3. Boost, further. Continue previous habits. Add aloe vera juice. Start with 1 tablespoon daily. Increase to a quarter cup if tolerated. Add a pinch of cayenne to 1 meal daily or take capsules. Week 4. Complete the stack. Continue all previous habits. Add moringa powder to your morning smoothie or juice. Add cloves to tea or cooking. Consider adding mustard seeds to meals. By the end of 30 days, you'll have incorporated all the 10 powerhouses into your routine, and I believe you'll notice significant improvements in how you feel. Conclusion: Nature's pharmacy is open. My friend, we've covered a lot of ground today. We've explored 10 natural powerhouses that have been healing humanity for thousands of years. Ginger for digestion and pain relief. Mustard seeds for minerals and metabolism. Aloe vera for healing inside and out. Turmeric for powerful anti-inflammatory effects. Garlic for heart health and infection fighting. Cinnamon for blood sugar control. Honey for antibacterial protection and energy. Moringa for dense nutrition and vitality. Cayenne for metabolism and pain. Cloves for antioxidants and oral health. Every single one of these is safe, affordable, accessible, and backed by both ancient wisdom and modern science. But here's what I really want you to understand. You don't have to accept decline as inevitable. You don't have to resign yourself to pain, low energy, poor health, and dependence on medications. Nature has provided us with powerful tools. These 10 powerhouses are tools, not magic, not miracles, but genuine, effective tools that can help you feel better, function better, and live better. The pharmaceutical industry wants you to believe that the only solutions come in pill bottles with long lists of side effects. But that's not true. Real healing often comes from the earth, from plants that have evolved alongside humans for millions of years. Your ancestors used these remedies. They thrived on them. They lived long, vital lives without access to modern medicine by using the pharmacy that nature provided. You have access to both modern medicine and natural medicine. Use both wisely. Take the medications your doctor prescribes when necessary, but also use these natural powerhouses to support your health, reduce your medication burden, and feel your absolute best. So here's my challenge to you. Pick 3 of these powerhouses and commit to using them every single day for 30 days. Just 3. Make them non-negotiable, like brushing your teeth. I recommend starting with turmeric, garlic, and cinnamon because they're easy to incorporate and provide broad benefits. But choose the ones that address your specific health concerns. After 30 days, assess. How do you feel? Is your pain better? Is your energy higher? Is your digestion improved? Are you sleeping better? I think you'll be amazed at the difference. Final call to action. If this video helped you, if you learned something that could genuinely improve your health, I need you to do 4 things right now. First, hit that like button. This helps YouTube share this video with more seniors who desperately need this information. Second, subscribe to Seniors Evergreen Wellness and click the notification bell. We're here every week with practical health information that works. Third, share this video. Send it to friends and family who could benefit. Post it on Facebook. Email it. Get this information to people who need it. Fourth, drop a comment below telling me, which of these 10 powerhouses are you already using? Which one are you most excited to try? What health challenge are you working on right now? I read every comment. I respond to as many as I can. We're a community here, all working toward the same goal, staying healthy and vital as we age. Thank you for spending this time with me today. Thank you for caring about your health enough to seek out good information. Thank you for being part of this community. Remember, nature gave us these 10 powerhouses for a reason. They work. They've worked for thousands of years. They'll work for you too. So go stock your natural medicine cabinet. Start using these powerhouses today. Give them 30 days. Pay attention to how you feel. Your health is your most valuable asset. Protect it, nurture it, support it with the tools nature provided. Stay healthy, stay strong, and keep growing. This is Seniors Evergreen Wellness, and I'll see you in the next video.